Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a little bit of controversy going on when it comes to the PlayStation 5, where we actually are now seeing the PlayStation and Sony themselves caught censoring some upcoming games that actually is a very cool game. I may go and show the trailer itself at the very tail end of this video, and it's kind of not going so good. Mainly because when it comes to censoring, I'm sure you guys can imagine, can kind of go good if it's like a good censor, although I'm sure most people agree, most censorship is typically not the best. But when it comes to this stuff, I kind of in that same boat as well, where I kind of want to bring some attention to this and kind of more so see what you guys have to go and think. I've always been someone who's been more of like a free speech, where I want you guys, even in my YouTube comments, even if I disagree with it, to be able to go and say what you guys want to go and say what's up on Twitter and other various platforms, unless it's just like really annoying or just a lie or something like that. Then like, you yoink them out. But when it comes to this stuff, I'm not really a big fan of censorship. And I don't think a lot of other folks out there, hopefully, are as well. So we have some kind of intriguing stuff going on for PlayStation for some upcoming and also previous AAA games, and we're actually seeing a lot more PlayStation censorship on the games themselves. So that's kind of the big topic on this one, because do you guys think that Sony should be allowed to do this? Do you think that Sony should not be allowed to do this? It's not a big deal. It is a big deal. Kind of give me your thoughts and comments down below so you guys have a chance to go watch the video. And as well, before we fully dive on in, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for that Weeble, sign up for that Coinbase, and also check out the Samsung SSDs we keep on mentioning down below before they go up in price. And let's go and dive on in. So this is going to be more so in regards to a certain game called Martha is Dead, which in all honesty, I didn't really hear too much. I saw the name. I thought it was kind of like a little bit of a goofy name, but then I saw the trailer and then I saw the controversy, and it actually looks like a really cool game. I think I'd want to go and play up on Twitch, or at least go tweet about it. So make sure you guys are always following that up. But for this one, we've actually had a lot of confirmed now censorship in regards to PlayStation. So I'm going to probably show you guys the trailer at the tail end of the video itself. But this actually have a cool article over here from Comic Book Gaming that kind of brought up some of this to light and kind of seen all this like kind of showcase mixed on in, where PlayStation censors upcoming PlayStation 5 and PS4 game before the game is even out. So an upcoming PS4 and PS5 game is being censored, which was the game we mentioned, Martha is Dead. It appears that actually Sony is the one who's physically doing it, who basically wants to make sure that this game itself is a little bit more fine-tuned, fitting more regulations, and going from there. This also kind of comes right after PlayStation itself has had a pretty big reputation of actually censoring games, which you guys maybe remember back in the day for the Devil May Cry 5, where Capcom actually literally had to go and censor on the PS4 to get the game on the platform. So this is basically Sony having a really hard stance stating, if you don't follow our rules, we don't want your game on the platform. Which I'm a little bit on the skeptical side, mainly because like if a game is better without the censoring, or it's not anything like really, really bad, you don't really have to go and harp on it too bad, you know what I mean? So this, the scene at least from the Devil May Cry, it involves nudity, or more specifically, a woman's butt, which, in the PS4 version, which was actually covered up with a lens flare. Now, you guys can kind of give me your initial thoughts on that one. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think I'm a mature gamer. I can kind of choose like what's inappropriate or not, use the normal ratings, and kind of like I can live with it. I think most people can probably live with it. Now, unless it was something really, really bad, like really, really inappropriate that no one wants to see, or something just not shouldn't be happening on the day-to-day, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not really the biggest fan of the censorships. I mean, it is their platform at the end of the day, and I respect that, like it's their rules, and people want to follow by it, that's totally on them. But it's kind of like a weird, it almost kind of seems like too much on the old school style, where they're too focused on like trying to be like, I don't know, it's like an old man, kind of like the boomer company, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to be a part of that. So basically the latest developer as of now, as we mentioned, to be released up on the PlayStation 5 platform is actually by the developer LKA, who alongside publisher Wired Productions released a joint statement revealing that their upcoming game, which we're going to probably show you guys later on, Martha is Dead, is actually now being confirmed modified for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, which will actually now be rendering some elements no longer playable. Developer LKA and publisher Wired Productions don't go into more further details about the modifications than this, nor do they say that PlayStation is the force behind the changes, but they do note, and this is how you can probably assume it's PlayStation behind the changes, they do go and note that the PC and Xbox versions will not be going under any modifications, indirectly confirming that, the one platform that is not mentioned on not having changes is the one platform that seems like it needs some changes, especially when it comes to other news, like, with PlayStation doing this before, and it kind of goes to show that Sony is the company that's behind this, enforcing some changes. So this also kind of means even some more sad news too as well, that the game's physical release on the PS4 and PS5 has also been delayed. Martha is Dead, which I guess I'll show you guys the trailer in a second, is a narrative adventure recommended for adult audiences only, with play consisting of potentially discomforting scenes and themes that may distress some players. We use the R format statement. Both Wired Productions and LKA have always been open and honest about Martha's Dead content, with the sensitive depictions in play consistently communicated to the media since the game was announced in 2019. This content is also flagged clearly and repeatedly within the game itself before play begins. So basically they have like the warning things, people know what they're getting themselves into. It's probably at least gonna be a rated R game because it is more on the scary side, and it's like a scary game. Like it's meant to be a little bit more of like the gross and kind of weird. Like you think Resident Evil Village, that game clearly had some weird stuff in it. It was a very, very good game. I really enjoyed my playthrough of it, but there was clearly some weird stuff. I'm trying my best, kind of be like a little bit more discreet on it if you guys never played it, but it's like a Resident Evil game. Like, what do you gonna expect? And the same thing when it comes to scary content, as long as it's like accurately rated, like it's not like a, rated E for everyone type game, I kind of feel like this weird censorship issue is kind of just, it's strange. Like, it's 2022. We've had some really weird games out there before, maybe for certain areas if you need to, but for a general platform, if it's okay for PC and it's okay for Xbox, do you really need to change it? Now, once again, I do want to reiterate, it is PlayStation's platform first and foremost, so they make the rules. And I'm in the same boat. I'd follow the rules if you want to have the game on the platform. I get it. Like, it's a big market. You'll probably get a lot more sales. I get it. I understand it. But it's kind of lame to have to go and see. So for this one, actually, as well as they even made a comment to mention, they did go mention that they regret that they have to modify the experience in the PS5 and PS4 versions, with some elements now no longer playable. After over 4 years of passion and hard work, developer LKA now requires extra time to make these unplanned changes. Martha's Dead, as a result, will still launch digitally on both the PS5 and PS4 on Thursday, February 24th. But the physical retail release will also be delayed to yet another disclosed date. Though we anticipate this to only be a small number of weeks, our physical edition will still contain the bonus content of a double-sided poster, digital tarot cards, and Martha's Dead EP. We will update players on the date we ship this edition as soon as we have the information. The PC and Xbox versions of Martha's Dead are both unaffected by these developments and will launch with their full, unedited gameplay as planned. And once again, you kind of go and see it does kind of seem like Sony's the big focus, because if like PC and Xbox are fine and they have to go and delay the PS5 and PS4 versions, you could probably go and assume it's probably their reason. So I kind of want to hear your thoughts on this. I'm not the biggest fan of censorship, but I'm also one of those people, like, it is their platform, it is their rules. Now, do I kind of make me kind of want to maybe go play the PC version a little bit more? I would say yes, because it has the original OG content, and that's probably how the game is meant to be played and meant to be utilized. So I'm kind of on the middle side over here, and especially because we've seen PlayStation do this before, same with Nintendo especially. A lot of like Asian companies, like Japanese-based companies, are very, very into this. Like they're very into trying to censor out for certain games, or at least as well have very certain kind of older restrictions. Think even maybe Nintendo with music and music copyright, and even streaming and YouTubing various different types of gameplay for their games. And they kind of have like more of those older rules, like rule set. And it doesn't necessarily fit in this current age of content creation. And that's kind of why it kind of throws me off a little bit when it comes to the game and the game itself. So I kind of want to hear all your thoughts and comments down below on this one. I'm going to probably show the Martha is Dead trailer 2 as well in a second. But like I said, I'm not liking this. I'm not a big fan of censorship. And ideally, if it's something very small, like how they had it for the original like Devil May Cry example, if there's like a little baby lens flare, nothing super crazy, I can live with it. I can get it. But if it's basically changing up core mechanics or changing up core gameplay, I'm not so much for it. So I kind of want to hear your thoughts and comments down below. Give me all your whatever, and I'm going to show you guys the trailer after I do my quick little sell it where I just want to remind you guys to make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 digital console controller. Check out the Samsung SSDs down below, the Twitter and Twitch stream as well. Follow down below, and those Weebles and Coinbases. And we'll have a bunch more videos all throughout the rest of today. And with the very, very tail end of this video, I'm going to go show you guys the trailer itself, which the trailer actually looked extremely cool. So I'm gonna see you guys up later on throughout today for a bunch more videos, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your nights, and I'll see you guys up later on throughout today. So love you guys all so much, and enjoy. Give me your thoughts on the trailer itself too as well.
The lake is where the lady lives, a dangerous place. I don't understand why Nanny would let me go swimming there.
potrei morire dal mio balcone, lo aspetto già, senza nessuno computarla. Oh my.
Strangely, all the fish died this summer. It smells horrible there now, like death.
Vorrei sapere la verità, vorrei sapere cosa accadrà. E intanto piove, niente si muove, questo silenzio non mi basterà. Oh mio bel fiore.
My room was so cozy and comfortable back then. Piece by piece, I need to get it out. I need to make that pain go away.